One of my very favorite medicinal herbs, that is sumac. And sumac is found several different kinds all through North America. This is staghorn sumac because it has the fuzzy branches. It looks kind of like the antlers of a buck in the velvet stage. And almost all of them, though, have antler-like qualities to them. And staghorn sumac is called Rhus typhina as a Latin name, although maybe they've changed it now. In the eastern United States, we use Rhus aromatica, and we also use Rhus glabra, or smooth, the fragrant and the smooth sumacs. They were used in the 19th century. They were official. Staghorn sumac is not official, but it's what I use. I really like it. And there's also an Old World representative, Rhus coriaria, which is native to Iran, Turkey, Kurdistan, probably towards Syria. It can be grown in the Mediterranean, in Europe, Greece, Italy. But it's grown as a culinary herb in Turkey and Iran. You can get it in Middle Eastern cooking stores, and it would be a spice. It's about this color. It's this stuff ground up. It's the flour ground up. This really tastes good. This is sour and astringent. Two flavors I really like. And we have a long Old World history of its use, and then the Indians used it too as an elk medicine, deer medicine. It grows where the deer like to be, that is at the edge of the pasture where the woods is growing back in to the field. So it's generally the elk medicines are kidney medicines. And this is a great remedy to stop outflow of water. The name in Latin is Rhus, which means flux or flow, like diarrhea, menharia. The rhea part is related to the word Rhus, or flux or flow. So this is the great remedy to stop excessive fluxes of saliva, expectorant, blood, sweat, urine, diarrhea, menses, any type of fluid in excessive watery flowing condition. It's really served good purposes. So it's been a very good remedy for diabetes type 2, when the kidneys are giving way and they're peeing too much, for diabetes insipidus, when it's not a sugar diabetes but they're peeing too much and they might be sweating too much. If they're sweating and peeing too much, think of sumac. It's good for a head cold or sinuses or upper respiratory tract infection with a lot of flow, a lot of clear, free secretion of mucus. My friend Phyllis Light uses it for that. It's her favorite remedy too. It's my favorite remedy. And it's somewhat tonic on the veins, so that it's indicated. You'll see a kind of a bluish grayish color to the veins around the legs. It's not necessarily a varicose vein, but the bluish grayish color is indicative of this remedy. I use the berries, which make a nice summer lemonade, sour and astringent. They should be picked. It's best if there hasn't been a strong rain for about a week, because the malic acid, which is the same acid in apples, one of the acids, gets washed out. Also, it should be bright and fresh and young. Most of these are at their peak here in August. And if it's a couple days old, there'll be like bugs in there. So you want to get it nice and fresh, and you can get some all the way up until middle of September, maybe if you're lucky, or early September at any rate. The bark can be used. The inner bark and the outer bark should be kept together because it's really gooey mess on the inner bark if you tincture that by itself. So you keep them together to keep that goo from spreading. This is also used by the Indians to make little baskets and things by cutting the bark and letting it dry. So